Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really hope you're all doing okay and having a great day and an amazing week. My name is Effy and today is going to be a long video, I'm going to be honest, and it's going to be a lot of talking. We are going into quarter 4 of my project pan, and what that means is that all the products that have been included in my project pan up until today will be coming back. And I will be trying to use them up as much as possible in the next 3 months. So in today's video we're going to be going through all the products, giving you a very quick overview of how I'm feeling about it and where I hope to be at the end of the year, and that'll be it. But I'm warning you, there's a lot of products. There's 3 rounds of project panning in this video, so please, I don't normally say this, but get yourself a snack, get a drink, stay hydrated. It's going to be a long one. If you're interested in project panning, I have 2 running this year. I have this one and I have a completely eyeshadow based project pan. I will leave the link in the description box so you can find the videos and catch up on them if you would like to see my progress. This is my first year project panning, so I'm not the best at it, and I am already thinking of what projects to do next year, so don't worry, it will be back. Let's just get on with the video. If you enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up 2 videos a week and it's all makeup content, so if that sounds like the type of thing, then this is the place for you. Strap in, this is going to be a long one. We're going to start with makeup as we always do, and what I'm going to do is go through each section and show you what was in my first round, second round and third round, and tell you a bit more about them. So let's make a start. For primer, in my first round we had the Strawberry Whip Primer by I Heart Revolution. I quite like this. I started off not enjoying it, I got used to it, I now like it. I'm excited to have this back. It is a blurring primer. I think that'll work quite nice throughout the winter. There's not loads left, but I'm not completely convinced I'm going to get it finished this year, but we'll see. From my second round, we have the MUA Pro Base Mattifying Flawless Primer. I actually used this yesterday, I think, and quite enjoyed it. I think when I had this in my project pan, I had massive dry patches on my skin, and therefore I didn't use it loads, but I don't have that problem anymore. So hopefully we can get a bit more use out of it, but it is still quite full. We'll see how far we get. And for my third round, we have the XX Revolution Pink Elixir Primer that I have been quite enjoying. It does give like little glitter to the skin, which I think will be quite nice throughout winter. It gives a nice level of hydration. That'll also be quite nice. Again, there's quite a lot left in there. Finishing it, I'm not sure. I would like to finish one of these, but I don't know if I'm going to. Now on to foundation. The first round, we had the Revlon Colour Stay, and I completely finished that in my first round, so that's fine. We're not going to add in an extra one because I already have enough to do. From round 2, we have the Collection Lasting Perfection Glow Foundation in the shade 2 Porcelain. I think this is nearly finished. It's a lot harder to pump out. Again, I did use this the other day. It's a lot harder to pump out. I think we're getting to the end of this. I think I could finish this by the end of the year, and I really like it, and the glow will be good throughout winter where my skin's a bit drier. And from round 3, we have the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation in the shade F2 and F1. I think I can get these finished. I finished up one of these already. I feel like these are both emptying out a little bit. I'm not going to like jinx myself, but I could get all 3 of those finished in 3 months. We will see. Concealer, and from round 1 we have the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I used up 2 of these in my first round, so I feel like I can get this one done, even though this one is quite full. I did finish up 2 super sizes, I think, so this one shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. From round 2, we have the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in the shade Pale. This is going to work really nice in winter because I'm going to be pale. This is also a super matte concealer, and I feel like that sometimes comes in handy when I don't feel like completely powdering down my face, or I just want a little bit of something without having to do a full face of makeup. This is a really good option. And then from round 3, we have the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade 1 Rose Porcelain. I'm not sure which one of these 3 is closest to being finished, probably the Conceal and Define, but I think I could potentially finish 2 of them, maybe all 3. It depends how often I wear makeup really, but I'm hoping to wear it a fair amount of times, so maybe we can finish all 3. Now on to powder, and from round 1 we have the Revolution Translucent Loose Baking Powder. This still has loads left. It's down to about here. I'm never going to finish this powder, but I would like to intentionally get more use out of it. I actually really like this powder. I really rate it. It's a really good one. And the fact that there's so much in here is probably a good thing. It does just mean I'm never going to finish it though. For round 2, we had the MUA powder, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't enjoy it and I actually ended up decluttering it as part of my declutter series, so that's not in here anymore. From round 3, we have the Primark Bake It setting powder in the shade Nude. This one is so nearly done. If I put it sideways, it comes to about there, and I don't think that's a lot, so I think I can get that one used up, hopefully by the end of the year. Time for blush, and for round 1 we have the MUA Blushed Matte Blush Powder in the shade Rose Tea. They do still do this, I'm pretty sure, but it's just in different packaging. It looks like this. It still has the rose embossing. I realised I really have to dig at this with my brush, but then it gives me a load of pigment, which is quite annoying, but it's fine. I think this is going to be a really good shade for winter. It's a bit more of a cooler tone pink. I think this is going to look really nice. Do I think I'm going to hit pan? No, but I'll give it my best shot. From round 2 we have the Collection Soft Glow Blusher in 2 Bashful. This isn't my favourite blush, but I do think it's going to work fine for me throughout winter. It does have a little bit of a glow to it, which I'm not a fan of, but I think it'll work fine, and I actually think I can mix these two together and it'll be a lot better. Then from round 3 we have the Rude Cosmetics Blush Crush 9 Colour Blush Palette in Level Up. It looks like this. I would love to hit pan on one of these shades, but I don't think I'm going to. This is the most used shade, and I'm still nowhere near hitting pan on it. I have tried to mix it up a little bit and use some of the other shades, but realistically, blush is incredibly difficult to hit pan on. So it is what it is, in the nicest possible way. Bronzer, and from round 1 we have the Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in Ultra Fair CO1. Now this is obviously a trio. It does have a highlight and a blush. I will still keep track of how many times I use them, but I'm not really interested in it. This bronzer is probably my best bet at hitting pan in a bronzer, because there is a heavy dent. So I think I'm going to particularly target this product. From round 2 we have the PS Pro Luminous Sheer Glow and Finishing Powder in 312 Medium. This is from Primark. Again, there is a bit of a dent in there, but I don't think I'm going to hit pan on it. But this is actually a really good bronzer. It's one of my favourites in my collection. So having this back and being able to use it as often as I like, and it contributing towards my project pan, is going to be really fun for me. And then finally, from round 3, we have the Wet n Wild Colour Icon Bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. This is a very light bronzer, and hopefully now that we're going into winter, that'll be really good for me. And I think I can use this as a base for one of the other 2 bronzers to go on top and add more depth. So hopefully this will still get loads of use. This was brand new when I put it in my project pan, so I'm not holding out hope for hitting pan on it, but I would like to see something from one of these, and I think the Revolution one is my best bet. For highlight, in round 1 we had the Soph X Revolution Highlight Palette. I did hit pan on 2 shades. We have a pan in the white and the peach. I don't remember if I did that during the project pan, but I did hit them. And then I would really love to see pan in this pink shade, and maybe the gold, but the gold doesn't really have much of a dent, so the pink's probably my best bet. And I'd also really just love to expand these pans. I'm still using this peach shade fairly regularly. In fact, I have a little bit of it on today, so hopefully we can expand that, maybe finish the whole thing. I've never done that before. Round 2 is where I've made a little bit of a mistake. So I had a highlight in the project pan that was this, which is the MUA Shimmer Highlight Powder in Iridescent Gold, but it wasn't this one. This is a brand new one, because I said that the reason that one was in my project pan was to see if I liked the product enough to repurchase it, because that one was really old. Turns out I did like it enough to repurchase it. But what I didn't consider was the fact that it's going to come back into my project pan. I did have pan in that one. I obviously don't have pan in this one because it has not been used yet. So, I don't think I'm going to hit pan in this, obviously. But you know what? I'd like to break it into my collection, get a bit of use out of it. I think that'll be a good thing. And then round 3, we have the Ofra Pillow Talk Highlight. No pan in this at all. It is dented a little bit, but this will work really nicely with the Soph pink highlight. I can use them both together and that'll be really nice. I don't think I'm going to see pan in this, but that's fine so long as I see pan in the Soph one. For eye primer, first up we have the Shadow Insurance from Too Faced. I think I can finish this up. I actually used it today. I reckon this will be finished by the end of the year. Round 2 was the Revolution Prime and Lock Eye Primer. This is nearly finished. You can see like the gaps, the empty bits. I want to get it completely used up, finished, done within the next month, to be honest. And then round 3 we have the Beauty Bay Eye Base in shade 2. Honestly, I think I can finish this by the end of the year too. I would love to finish all 3 of these products by the end of the year. And I'm actually going to set myself that goal to get them finished. Because eye primer isn't something I care about switching up and things like that. So I'll just consistently use these 3 and get them all finished. And now for eyeshadow palettes, in round 1 we had the Tammy X Revolution Tropical Paradise palette. There is no pan in this palette. My goal is to see at least 1 pan, preferably in this gold shade, because I use this gold all the time and it never has pan. But I think I can get at least 1 pan out of this and then I'll be happy. Realistically, the same goes for our round 2 palette, which is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. There is no pan in here. I would like to see at least 1 pan in this palette. It might be a shimmer, it might not, we'll see. But yeah, 1 pan by the end of the year, I think that's doable. And finally, round 3, the Soph X Revolution Ultra Eyeshadow Palette. This is her original palette. There are 3 pans in here. This one was hit before the project pan, but this one and this one have been hit during the project pan. So realistically, again, I would like to see 1 more pan. And what I like is that I actually think these 3 palettes are going to work really nicely together. They have shades that sort of work well between the palettes. I think I can get a lot more use out of them. But saying that, I do have another project pan that has 5 eyeshadow palettes in it. So I technically have 8 eyeshadow palettes to focus on for the next 3 months. I think that might not go too well, but we'll see. I'll hold out hope. Now on to mascara. From round 1 we have the Primark False Queen mascara. I have this one on right now. I feel like this is coming to the end of its life. I want to use it up, so I might actually focus on this one for the next month. From round 2 we did have the Rude Cosmetics Sultry Eyes mascara. I didn't like it, I decluttered it. It's not here anymore. From round 3 we have the KVD Go Big or Go Home mascara. I really like this. These 2 mascaras are actually very similar, in case you were wondering, but they're very different in price. So yeah, I plan to use both of these, but I'm just going to focus on the Primark one for now. Brow products, and from round 1 we have the I Heart Revolution Tasty Avocado Brow Gel in Ash Brown. It's been stood up so you can see how much is left. It's down to about here. I don't think I'm going to get this used up because you only need a tiny amount every time you use it. And the brow pencil I had in here was the Collection Incredibrow Brow Definer in Blonde. There is that much left. I think I can use this up. This isn't my favourite product in the world, but if I get it used up and out of my collection, I'm going to be very happy. From round 2, we had the Wet n Wild Brow Obsessive Brow Shaping Gel in Blonde. Yep. There's still a fair amount left in here. It was brand new when it went into my project pan, so I'm not fussed about finishing it up, but I'd just like to get some more use out of it. And then the brow pencil we had was the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade 3, I think. There is that much left in here. You know what? I think I can get that finished as well. It may take me some time. It may take me the whole 3 months, but I'm going to get it finished up. And then from round 3, we just had the Benefit Ka-Brow Brow Pomade. This is severely dried up, and realistically I don't think I'm going to hit pan, but I'm going to get rid of it at the end of the year anyway. It's just dry and it needs throwing out, but I'm still going to get a bit more use out of it because I think that's the right thing to do. And now we have lips. Now lips is going to be a struggle because for each round I had 3 lip products, and I'm not going to finish 9 lip products in 3 months, but let's have a look at them. We'll start with our browns. So our brown from the first round was the Anastasia lipstick in the shade Spice, and this is kind of a blush brown. There's still quite a bit left in there, but I think these brown tones are going to be what I reach for the most now that it's winter. I think I'm going to get a bit more use out of that. I don't think it's going to be loads. I definitely don't think I'm going to finish it up, but I would like to give it a go. From round 2, it was the Diego Della Palma lipstick in the shade Nudeology 201. This is incredibly matte. we've said it 1,000 times. But this is still different from the Anastasia lipstick, so I think having different ones is going to really help. And maybe I'll reach for it a few times, hopefully. But then the brown lipstick I'm most hopeful for is the Soph X Revolution lipstick in syrup. Because look at that. There is not much left there. I would love to finish this. I don't think it's going to be done by the end of the year, if I'm being realistic. But I'm going to keep focusing on this into the new year as well. And I'd just love to get it finished because I think that'll be a big achievement for me. Then if we look at our pinks, the one I'm most hopeful for is our round 1 lipstick, which is the number 7 Stay Perfect lipstick in Classic Rose. Okay, there's still a fair amount left, but I think that's the one that's going to get the most use. I actually really like this lipstick. It's also quite old, so I should really be looking to finish it up and throw it out. The second round lipstick was the PS Matte lipstick in the shade Tickle. This is from Primark as well. There's loads left in there. This isn't my favourite shade. I kind of have to wear a different lip liner with it just to tone it down a little bit, but hopefully a little bit more use will come out of it. And then the round 3 lipstick is the Revolution Pro New Neutral lipstick in the shade Velvet. And there's loads left in here. This is probably my least used in my round 3 lipsticks, so I would love to get a bit more use out of it. And then finally our red lipsticks, which might get a bit more use coming up to Christmas, but the first round we have the Beauty Bay matte lipstick in Juice. Yep, there's loads left in here. This is a bit more of a summery shade. I'm not sure how much use it's going to get, but we'll give it a go. From round 2 we have the Bare Minerals Bare Pro lipstick in Saffron. Again, this is sort of an orangey shade, which is a bit more summery. And although it looks like there's loads left, it is a thinner lipstick, so maybe we'll get a bit more use out of it. I guess the fact it's orange could work quite nicely now that it's autumn. And then finally our third round red lipstick was the NARS VIP Audacious lipstick in the shade Audrey. This was completely brand new when I put it in here, so I'm not holding out hope on finishing it. But it is a very nice wintry shade. It's actually very similar to what I have on right now, and this is a great wintry shade as well. Okay, that's all the lipsticks, but we do have an extra product from round 3, which is the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine in the shade Joyful. This could come in very handy because it is winter, my lips are going to be dry, they're going to want hydration. I would just love to get a bit more use out of it, plus I do really love this product. So setting sprays, from round 1, we had the MUA one, I can't remember what it's called, but I did completely use that up, so I'm quite happy with that. From round 2 we had the Collection Primed and Ready Dewy Makeup Fixing Spray. There's about half of this left. I really want to try and get this finished up because it's so far the least used setting spray that's been in one of my project pans. Great title. But yeah, I would love to get this finished up. The one for my third round is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This is nearly finished. Like, there is barely anything left in there. It's down to about here. I can get that finished up very easily, and I'm going to. There we go. That is a lot of makeup products. I'm obviously not going to finish everything, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Now, we move on to skincare. And I did use up a lot of skincare, so there's a lot less of that, but let's make a start. Okay, starting with cleanser. My round 1 cleanser was the Cetaphil one that I completely used up. My round 2 cleanser was the Tea Tree Body Shop Skin Clearing Foaming Cleanser. There's not loads left in here, it's down to about here. Although I feel like I have another bottle of this somewhere, so I'll try and get both used up, but I reckon I can easily finish this up. I've kind of been using this anyway because I've had really bad skin recently. Yeah, you can kind of see the spots on this side. So this is hopefully going to be great for my skin at the moment. Toner, and in the first round we had the 3 mini pixie trio things. I used all of those up. In round 2 we had the Tea Tree Body Shop Skin Clearing Mattifying Toner. This is obviously going to work really nicely with the cleanser and again just help to target my spots. There's absolutely loads left in here, it's about here, so there's loads left. I don't think I'm going to finish it up, but I'll give it my best shot. And then from round 3 we had the Pixie Glow Tonic. I have this much left, so again I'm not sure I'm going to finish it up, especially if I'm going to be using the Tea Tree one more, but we'll see. Then we have serum, and in the first round I did have one that I finished up, but then I rolled in this one, which is the Revolution Glycolic 10% Serum. I haven't used this pretty much since then. I don't think I'm going to finish it up because I can't use this every day, but if I use it once or twice a week, that's fine with me. In round 2 we have, again, I think I might have had a different one in that I finished, but then I rolled in this one, which is the Revolution Prevent Willow Bark Extract. I've been using this fairly regularly over the past few weeks, again to help with my skin and my spots, so I reckon I can get this used up. It's down to about here, maybe, we'll see. And then from round 3 we have the Beauty Crop Avocado Superfood Serum. I think I'm going to finish this up. I reckon there's one more use in there. I'm just going to tip it out into my hand and use it, but I reckon I can finish that up. Face moisturiser, and the only one left is my round 3 one, which is the Bondi Sands Daily Moisturising Face SPF in SPF 50. I have nearly finished this. I'm going to order a new one because I absolutely love it. But yeah, this is the only one left, so I'm going to keep using it. I reckon I'll finish it up. Lip balm, and again, the only one I've left, which is actually from round 2 and round 3, is the Dr. Paw Multi-Purpose Lip Mask. I think this is going to be really good throughout winter. It's very hydrating. I'm hoping I'm going to use it a lot. And then I think the only skincare bit left is face mask. So the one from round 1 is the Body Shop Aloe Soothing Rescue Cream Mask. I might use this a bit because I'm going to need hydration, but I'm really bad at using face masks. In case you haven't seen this year, I'm really bad at using them. And then from round 2 we had sheet masks, where when I did round 2 I had 12 and I thought I would use them all, and I think I only used like 3, but then I also ended up like gaining 2, so I ended up with almost the same amount as when I started, and I now have even more. I have too many sheet masks. I'm going to quickly count them to tell you how many I have. I have 17, and I feel like I have another couple hanging around somewhere, and I'm probably going to get more in glossy boxes, so yeah. I don't think I'm going to use 17 sheet masks in 3 months because I know I'm terrible at using them. But you know what, I'd like to set myself a challenge of using at least one a month. Okay, that's all I'm going to give myself because I think that'll be a challenge in itself. So there we go, that is all the skincare. Now let's do hair care. I promise there's not loads left. Okay, I'm just going to do hair care as like all in one. If you've watched my Project Pam, you might recognise these products because they've been in here all year. I reckon I can finish this Biolage, whatever spray. Right, I'm going to finish it before the end of the year, I promise you. Okay, it'll be gone because I want it out of my life so badly. It's not a bad product, I'm just sick of using it and seeing it and I just want it out, okay? Same goes for this. This is the Elvive Dream Length No Haircut Cream. There's loads left in here, but you only need the smallest amount on your hair. So it's been in here all year. They are frustrating the hell out of me. I will do my best to use them up, but I don't think I'm going to. But yeah, these are still here. Yay me. And then the only other hair care products I have left, this is from round 1. This is the Philip Kingsley Elasticide. I did finish up one of these, like an entire tub, but I have another one. And so I'm going to put this in and try and get it used up by the end of the year. And then from round 3, we have the Brave New Hair Keratin Mask Concentrate. There is barely anything left in here, like that's barely even one use for my hair, but it's in here and I'd like to get it used up. I think for this round, when things are done, I'm not going to roll anything new in because that will be a bit too much. So when I use up my hair care products, particularly the mask, I'm just going to use whatever hair mask I want and it's not going to be included in my Project Pan. I hope that's okay with you. Okay, we will do hand cream because this is the only one left and it's literally got 1 or 2 uses left in there. This is the Body Shop Mango Hand Cream. I'm going to get this used up again. Once it's used up, I'm not going to roll in anything new. That'll just be hand creams completed, okay? I've completed all the hand creams and I'm happy with that. And then for body moisturiser, again, this is the only one left. It is the White Grace Body Lotion in Orange, Blossom and Honey. That was so difficult to read. But yeah, once this is done, which I reckon 2 or 3 more uses, once this is gone, I'm just going to use whatever moisturiser I want because I deserve that level of freedom. And then we have scents. Okay, so sprays. So body sprays, and honestly I can't remember which one of these was round 1 and which one was round 2, but we have the W7 Vanilla Nice Body Mist. Not a lot left, I reckon I can finish that. And we also have the Body Shop Mango Body Mist, again not a lot left, I think I can finish that. But then round 3 we have the Lynx Attract for Her. This is still quite full, but I do keep this on my desk next to me and spray it on myself throughout the day, so I reckon I might finish it up. Okay, perfume, and the round 1 perfume was the light blue by someone. I didn't like it and I ended up throwing it away once I'd finished that round because I hated wearing it. Round 2 was the Avon Little Black Dress perfume. There's still a fair amount left in here, but I used quite a lot of it and I reckon I can get it finished up. Round 3 was my mix of minis. I have 2 of them here that are nearly finished. There's not a lot left. I reckon I can finish them up. I also have these 3 minis on my desk as well. They've fallen out of their places, but that's fine. They're all really small. I reckon I can get them finished up, hopefully, as well. And then I have a few more minis that I haven't opened yet, so hopefully I'll work through them a little bit as well. And then the final product, which I'm going to hate putting this back into my project pan. The NCLA Treatments So Rich Vitamin E Infused Cuticle Oil. There's nothing wrong with this product, I really like it, I just forget to use it all the time, and then I look at my project pan and I'm like, I haven't used this at all in the past month, and it never goes down because you only need a tiny amount, but it is really nice, it's really cute, and it's got little stars in it, and I do like it, I just forget about it. My battery has just started flashing at me, which is fine because I'm so done with this video. There are so many products on my desk in front of me right now that I need to use by the end of the year. I think I might make some decent progress. I'm quite dedicated to doing this and getting more use out of products, which is good, but there is just a lot of products in front of me. Wish me luck in the comments, please. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up 2 videos a week and it's all makeup content, so if that sounds like the type of thing, then this is the place for you. And if you would like to see me slowly lose my mind over this project pan, then just keep on watching because you'll get an update every month. But there we go. I hope you have a great day and an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, there's so many